Welcome back to the Necro PPE. This is episode 3. And if you're wondering why we have a few new looking items in our inventory, that's because I finally did the thing. I did the thing where I start my intro, I start the video, I get 15, 20 minutes into it, and then I realize, oh shit, I didn't press the record button. So now I'm coping with that. It was already a doozy of a day. Not really. Look, I haven't done much today, but what I was talking about, I'm just going to reemphasize everything I said before I press record. You guys weren't there for that. I was the only one that was there for that. You guys don't give a fuck. I give a fuck heavily because now I have to remember everything I talked about. This episode's already out to a miserably bad start. But yeah, farming Ghost Kings. We got this, and I was like, oh my god, is it the momento mori? It was the fucking ring. So if I get another ring, my ad revenue out the window. I've already sworn like 3 times in this video. I don't give a shit. I'm pissed. I'm so pissed. So yeah, we got the ring. Farming Ghost Kings. I was talking about the enchantment system and how the enchantment system is really great, right? For the people who are pretty dedicated to the game and like that more in-depth sort of look into maximizing the benefits of gear. But for newer players, it's not great. It's like this whole big system, and you gotta try to rack your brain around it, and it's hard for new players. I get it. And so I was watching MrNoodles yesterday, and I said before I was recording, I'm gonna say it again now, that I just lost half the audience mentioning MrNoodles' name. But yeah, I was watching him because I was watching a video where he was reacting to a new Blizzard update for WoW. I don't know if you guys keep up with WoW. I really don't play WoW much, but I like to keep up with it because it's a game I care about, even if I don't play it much. But what was interesting is they're adding, basically, if you don't know, add-ons have dominated WoW for the longest time. Add-ons basically play the game for you. It's like they tell you what to do, they tell you when to do it, and it makes the game so free, and it's really kind of cringe. And so what they're doing is they're taking these add-ons and they're just making them baseline features in the game, which I thought sounded good because you don't have to rely on add-ons now. But then MrNoodles mentioned how add-ons are still bad. Like, no, add-ons are bad. So I kind of looked past that. But add-ons are bad. So add-ons are a problem. Why are add-ons a problem? Because they make the game easier. Well, why do people make add-ons to make the game easier? Is it because they're lazy or what? No. Well, I don't know. You could look at it that way, but it's because they've designed systems that are so difficult and so complex that, you know, the average person just might as well use add-ons. Because who wants to sit there and think about how they have 30 different fucking abilities and how these 30 abilities play into each other and try to optimize it? Like, sure, some people like that, but that's the top 1%. Everybody else doesn't give a fuck. Nobody else gives a fuck. So they're like, basically Blizzard is appealing to the 1% and probably losing the rest of the player base by doing this. And that's not really how you should manage a game, I don't think. Like, yes, if you are the 1%, it's really nice to be catered to. And what's interesting is that the people that play your game the most are the ones who will probably be most vocal about it being shit, because they're the ones who are dedicating the most time to it. They're the ones who care the most. They're the most invested. So they're the most vocal about it. Like when I played Dead by Daylight a lot, I don't know if I was a top 1% player or not, but I was very good at the game because I was putting the time in. And then I was like, dude, I can't play this game anymore. It's not for me. And I don't know if that's, I think a big part of that is because they were just appealing to an audience that was not who I am. But I don't know, maybe they're taking the approach of appealing to the majority, and that's why I kind of trickled off of that game. Are these guys up yet? What the fuck is this? This point made a lot more sense in my head, I promise. All right, these guys aren't up yet. We're going to go to the other realm. This is what you do when you're grinding an item, like a set piece item in realm. You rotate between 3 realms. If your server has 3 realms, you rotate. And when one thing goes on cooldown, another thing should be off cooldown if you're not clearing too fast. But I guess they do have a bit of a cooldown. Is this one up? If this one's up, they're all about to respawn. No, the fuck it's not. Okay, we're going Haunted Hollows. Let's see if we can get... No, we got the werewolf set piece. This is not what I want. Sem, though. Sem will be good for pots. And our gear sucks. Oh, yeah, I was mentioning... All right, enough talk about WoW. But whatever point I was trying to make just fell off a cliff. Don't worry about it, okay? I'll complete it at a later point. But... Necro is a class that heavily relies on having different swap out abilities for it to be entertaining and enjoyable. So that's why I'm grinding so hard for this item. It's because otherwise, I'm going to be sitting here miserable, just right-clicking shit, having it do almost no damage, bashing my fucking head into the table because... Oh, hello? Oh my. Wow, that's fucking hot. Okay, we get Lucky Streak on a ring. So we have loot swap out gear. This is good. We have a Divine. It doesn't have any sort of loot bonus, but we'll get loot bonus on it. And it will be easier to get that because it's a Divine, has more slots to reroll. But yeah, Necro just heavily relies on being able to swap out, get what you want. I am recording, right? Thank God. Oh my God. I am recording. Swap out, have a lot of utility, because Necro has a lot of utility. It's got Curse, it's got Damaging, got Minions, got Slow even. It's got just so much, but none of that is baked into the baseline ability. It's just right-click, do a little bit of damage, get a little bit of healing. Honestly, quite a bit of healing. If there's more than one enemy, you're healing for a fuck ton. You're healing for 200 plus. But yeah, talking about Necro, I'm trying to recall all the things I was talking about. I'm sorry. Talking about Necro, talking about the enchantment system. What do you guys think of the enchantment system? Because it's really nice for people that play the game a lot. But as a newer player, and some of you are probably newer players, as a newer player, it's probably a lot to wrap your head around, right? It's probably like, ah, shit. So I get a Doom bow now, but if it's not enchanted, it's not good. Like, what? How does this work? And then you have to learn the whole enchantment system, and then you learn that some enchantments are not compatible with other enchantments, and it's rough. And they don't really explain this to you in the game. They have this on the wiki, but they don't put the information of the wiki like as a tab in the game. I wonder if they should do that. It'd be kind of overwhelming, but it'd be nice for them to like fully explain it so you don't have to use the wiki. I think if you have to use the wiki when you play a game, that's a problem. There should be a feature in the game itself that is like the wiki that you can use to find things out. Like for instance, the guide in Terraria. I think the guide, imagine if the guide in Terraria didn't exist. You wouldn't know what the fuck to do. But the guide makes it so you don't have to use the wiki. You can learn to craft things, shit like that, just using the guide, and it's great. All right, I think we got one more over here, and maybe one more down to the left. I'm telling you, I'm trying to grind the skull so hard because the skull gives us damaging. The skull. So what the skull I'm grinding for does is it does 500 damage, and which is really good damage for a skull. It does 500 damage. And it gives us damaging for 3 seconds. And I forgot, it also gives plus 10 attack as just like a normal stat boost. Plus 10 attack is fucking crazy. So we want this really bad. And I don't think there was another one over here. Sometimes there's 3. If you get lucky, there's 4. Seems like there's just 3 though. And by 3, I mean the Ghost King set pieces. So now we rotate. We did that realm. Now we go to the next one. I think the next one that's up is the one I was just in before that. Dude, I made so many good points. I was actually somewhat well-spoken for once in a video. And then I just forgot to press the fucking record button. And it's miserable. But don't make the whole video about it. Oh yeah, I did a Sem... What else? I did a Sem, and that's really it. Like other than that, I've been grinding Ghost Kings. But it will happen. Look, this is as boring as it gets. This will go down in history of this PPE as the most boring episode, content-wise. Hopefully you guys enjoy what I'm talking with you about, but you probably fucking don't because you're watching Realm and I'm talking about WoW. So Kind of a misplay on my part. But WoW is something I care about, so I want to talk about it. I like talking about things that matter to me, especially when it's about game design, because I like game design. Game design is really cool. And it's interesting to think about what people are going to enjoy and what they're not going to enjoy, why it's a good system, why it's a bad system. Goods and bads about any given system. I love shit like that because it plays into human psychology, and I fucking love psychology. I love video games. I love video games. I love psychology. What happens when you mesh those two together? You get game design, and it's beautiful. And that's why I think I want to be a game designer. I don't know. It's hard because I don't make games in my free time right now. But if there was a system that was already designed, I would like to think about how that system can be made better. I don't really care to make the system initially, which is interesting. I don't know. I don't want to piggyback off the back of someone else's work, but like I see systems and games. I want to be the guy that comes in to a poorly functioning system, takes what's good about it, takes what's bad about it, takes the core idea of it, and keeps that as a baseline, and then figures out, okay, this needs to be different. Who fucking killed this? Who killed this? Who the fuck killed this? I'm gonna crash out. Somebody, maybe it was me. It actually might have been me. Okay, let's go over here. Have they respawned? If this guy's up, then somebody killed that. No, it's not up yet. Okay. Well, let's go kill this. What is this? All right, it's fucking dead. It was a kaiju, but that's fine, man. Holy shit. Oh my God. That's the hottest item I've ever seen in this. Wait, what? Oh, we swapped. Okay. That's the single hottest item I've seen in this entire game. A divine shiny steam pipe, and the steam pipe shiny is golden. That just blew my fucking mind. That's beauty. That's so fucking beautiful. There's a thing there. Yeah, real descriptive. There's a Bane Serpent there. I need 9 whiz, 14 attack. How much dex? 11 dex. We do okay damage, but staff classes in general compared to other things, I feel just do such poor damage that I really, really need to rely on my ability more. And that is why I'm farming so fucking hard for this. I did have the option to do a hauls at the start of this video. I didn't though. I opted out because I think it was a good choice. Call me crazy, but I think hopping into a hauls and doing a cult, episode 3 of a character when I'm below 500 base fame and I'm not even close to maxing stats, I think that's a good idea to not do that. Call me crazy. I think I'm on the right side of life though. These aren't up yet, I don't think. I can never remember. Oh my God, this is fucking Specman. Oh my God, this is Specman. Oh my God, this is Specman. Ah! I have to. Who's here? All my fellows was complimenting my fit earlier. When this man is wearing all shinies except a conducting wand, I suppose. That's a clean ass looking set though. That's nice. Also, have you guys used Nidaria Rod Gemstone combo? I need to try it out again after the enchanting update, but I've tried it, but it was just underwhelming, and I don't know why. I wouldn't expect it to be underwhelming. I would expect it to be really fucking strong. So one thing I've been wondering myself is Kensei at the highest end, at the absolute pinnacle of clearing? What clears better, Sorcerer or Kensei? And I know everyone's gonna say Sork, but I swear to God, if you've seen the streams, there's an argument to be made for Kensei. There's an argument. But I don't know. I haven't seen the pinnacle of Sork as much as I've seen close to the pinnacle of Kensei. This area is spooky. We could die very quickly here, but I've done so many spec pens at this point again that feel pretty comfortable with the mechanics and what's going on. Dodging and such. I actually have to dodge mechanics again. Fucking cringe. Before I could just run around with my amulet, and if I fuck up, oh well. Oh, I just have to R key. It's like if you ever colossally fuck up with the spec pen amulet, you can just press R. You can just press R, get the hell out. However long your character's been alive, could literally be 5 minutes. It's not worth completing the dungeon that you're about to complete. It's not worth it. So if you have the Spec-Man amulet, just Nexus. I goofed. I lost sight of that. And then I died to an advanced cog on my Kensei. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about how I'm crashing out. I know I make this series all about my Kensei when it should be about the Necro. You should be like, guys, what the fuck is he talking about? Why is he only talking about his Kensei when we never see the Kensei? He should be talking about his Necro. You're right. But look, I played that Kensei more than 120 hours in 2 weeks. All of my time on Realm was that Kensei. So much time on that Kensei in 2 weeks. It was my entire life for that span of time. But now he's gone. Now he's gone, so we can move forward. But yeah, ended up getting like, I think 71k base fame on that character. Easily my best character ever, not even close. No contenders. Honestly, the closest one to that character is one I still have now, which is a different Kensei. So, yeah, it just shows you how much I enjoy Kensei. Oh, please. Oh, yeah, that's an upgrade. That's definitely an upgrade. I just wish it had slots. Just wish it had slots. I got a straight jacket. Nice. Gretch could get Wretched Rags from this. This is the one place we can get a drop. Other than Vile. We could get Vile everywhere, obviously, but Wretched Rags would be cool. Would not neglect the Wretched Rags. What's really nice about Wretched Rags on Necro in particular is that since Necro gets like 75 attack, how much dex actually? 49 plus 11, 60. Since Necro gets 75 attack, 60 dex, that 5 dex you get on the Wretched Rags helps counteract the discrepancy. And this area is actually pretty spooky. Pretty spooky. I have no manner to do anything. But when I do, we heal for like 300 health, so we're chilling. And they just cleared all the graves. I'm getting my ass carried. But not too hard. Not too hard. Oh, look, I helped. I destroyed one grave after the objective was complete. I did it. If I got a vial from one of these guys, I would actually flip shit. Because I've only ever once gotten an amulet from Spec Pen minions, and I've done over 200 of this dungeon. So it'd be really, really, really exceptionally lucky and rare to have that happen. And you guys may wonder, Drew, what skulls are you gonna go for? Are you gonna go for the skull of Esben? Nope. 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 Hell fucking no. I cannot stand ice caves how they currently are. How they have been for the longest time. Ow, 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 ow. Ah! Good. Cannot stand ice caves. Ice cave, I think, of all the dungeons in the game, ice cave is the most boring. Even more boring to me than Parasite, and I hate Parasite. I'm also not a big fan of Mountain Temple. Mountain Temple's pretty boring, but nah, I mean, you just gotta destroy all those towers twice. It's fucking annoying. It's things that unstable you. It's just gross dungeon. But the lore of Ice Cave is really cool. But other than that, we really, really badly want Momento Mori, because Momento Mori is not content-wise. It's not hard to get. Luck-wise, it is hard to get. But the content's easy and very repeatable, so it shouldn't take us too long to get the Momento Mori. But I want that, and then at some point later on, want the Lost Halls skull, and really badly want the Dead Church Biome White, but that's... we can't even be thinking about that right now. Alright, lucky streak, 3% loot boost, let's see it, baby! Fuck. Helm Rune, no. Guy got Vile, holy shit. Nice. Nice, man. We got Rob Lord, we got all my fellas, and the Heavy from the TF2. Oxycodone. What? Are you talking about drugs? Are you talking about drugs in my game? You can't be bringing this up. Oh, been talking with Chad a lot about different character ideas for Realm. What we could add, what we could not add, what's good, what's bad. Also, I forget who brought it up. I think Jewel TV. I think he brought up how it'd be cool if consumables had temporary stat buffs attached. Temporary stat buffs attached to them. Holy shit. God damn it. But you know how we have tinctures now? We have tinctures, we have nil drops, and we have effusions. I think nil drops are bad. I don't like that they apply it to a group. I think it's weird and can be really, really powerful. Not a big fan of its design. Tinctures, though. Tinctures give you a stat boost for like 30 seconds. Single person. I think that's cool, but nobody ever uses them because they're tied to just dealing damage. They're not tied to healing. Wouldn't it be cool if we had some sort of like provisioning or something where you can heal from a consumable like a normal health pot, but it also will give you temporary stat boosts like maybe some attack, maybe some dex, maybe some vit, maybe some whiz. That'd be cool. I think that'd be cool. And plus we already have food from the Moonlight Village. Like we have provisioning in the game. We just need more of it. But the way they do that is weird. I think those don't heal you. The fact that it heals you is really important because people only really hold on to healing consumables. Sorry, a lot of brain lag, like 5,000 ping. Look, before recording this, I'd just woken up. And so I'm just running off the embers of last night's fire. So I'm a little fried. I'm actually super fried. I don't smoke weed or anything. That's not what I mean by fried. All right, I'm not off the deep end. But I just I lost track of it. My brain just don't work. It don't function properly. I think going outside helps a lot, actually. It helps for me. I've been doing that. I've been trying to go outside at least once a day, but also kind of at most once a day. But I think it helps with my brain function. And I like when my brain functions good and does the things I want it to. So I make the daily trip to Chick-fil-A, get my usual order, you know. Deluxe spicy chicken sandwich, double pepper jack, no pickles, large fry, medium mac, 2 waters. That's what it is. That's the golden. And you know what? Since I'm trying to gain weight right now, it's been two sandwiches. But what ends up happening is instead of eating those 2 sandwiches in one sitting, I end up eating them like 12 hours apart from each other. Like one's breakfast, one's dinner, sort of shit. Super KK, man. Wait, what? I didn't even know who the fuck is that? What? Who is that? Was that? What? That person was not here. I'm gonna have to watch the footage back, but there was nobody in here named Super KK, man, I thought. Who was the other guy? The guy with all the shiny shit that complimented me. Oh yeah, he complimented me earlier. He said, nice set. I was like, what? And he was talking about my potion rack, or my wine collection. Apparently he was saying I have nice tits. Guess he's into really flat-chested men. I'm happy for him. You know, whatever floats your boat. We don't have a lot of health. Well, luckily I can heal off the keys pretty easy. No, it's always better to get hit by the purple shots. Trust me, it's always better to get hit by the purple shots than the yellow shots. Always. People, I think, with this phase, they just have their priorities messed up of what shots you should dodge. It's vitally more important that I dodge the mouth shots than dodging the purple shots, because the mouth shots do 100 damage and pet stasis. Did I say the purple shots? The mouth shots. Mouth shots do that. The purple shots, they do 50 damage and they bleed. But if you're taking a lot of them in a short amount of time, the bleed's not stacking. It's just refreshing the timer. So these bleed shots are designed to do a lot of damage But when you take a lot of them in a short amount of time, it's not nearly as bad as taking a lot of, you know, a non-bleeding shot in a short amount of time. We're just gonna let him sit on me for a second there. That may have looked really spooky to you guys. I've run this dungeon so many fucking times. So many times. That if I were to fuck this up, I would actually hang my head over it for like a week. Especially since it's a YouTube PP. Alright, we're down to 2 people. It's me and Rob Lard. Alright, buddy. Best of luck. Give me the vial. If this character gets a vial, we already have the spec, or not the spec, but we have the cemetery amulet. This character's going to the moon. Holy shit. Hold on. What the fuck? Oh, I see it. I see the vision. Do you guys see the vision? What did I say earlier about trying to wean off of a spec pen amulet? Maybe I didn't say that in this video. Ah, fuck. I'm not complaining. That's a really nice... Oh, something just fell. That's a really nice item on a not Necromancer. Holy shit, though. Holy shit. Legendary damnation. Damn. Damn. Mwah. Love you, white bag. Mwah. Kiss your white bags. I'm telling you. Mwah. It'll make your luck so much better. I promise. Oh my god, it's a little Gil HP pot. If you ask Gil for HP pots, eventually you'll get this as a pet skin. It is cute. And you can dye it different colors. So you can have like a dex pot, you can have a death pot, you can have a tack pot. It's cute. But anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to let me know down in the comments down below. We're going to get Momento Mori next episode. I swear to you, it's going to happen. And I'm going to remember to press the record button this time. But anyways, if it's day for you, have a good day. If it's night, have a good night. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.